Welcome to the No Sense Lounge, where you know everything just don't make no sense. I'm JC.
Your girl Nelly V.
It's Doc, aka Frost.
And I just want to start out by asking, how was y'all's week?
You know, it's all right. It's another week. I'm good. Like, I can't complain. We ain't hungry. We got a place to stay, you know. It's, you know, life happens, but it is what it is. Really ain't got nothing to complain about.
I like that. What about you?
See, my week was actually pretty exciting. My girl, I don't think I told you guys this, but she is in all county chorus. My girl's a singer. Okay. She can sing.
Okay.
Yeah. And we went to a concert on Friday. They actually sounded really good. I was proud of her. And then apparently on Saturday she was just like, Mom, can we go to the thrift store? I'm like, for what? What do you need from the thrift store? She's like, well, I saw on TikTok, people get really nice clothes from there. So we went to Plato's Closet and thrifted. So It was a good week.
That's what's up.
I like that.
Something positive coming from TikTok.
Yeah. Look at that. Who would have thought?
It ain't just, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
Shout out to last week. It ain't just that, you know. It's more.
That song almost became a hit, though. We almost made a hit on accident.
We still gonna record. We got a couple beats in the.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a collab, a Doc and JC collab.
Yeah.
Or Notorious Melodies.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
We got it coming up.
And I'm gonna just throw myself in there because
Please no. We need a real singer. We get your daughter to sing.
We're gonna tell you your mic is on.
Where you think she got it from?
Her daddy?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Her grandmama?
Grandma?
Dang. Anyway, JC, how was your week?
My week was good. I went to work, edited podcasts. If you watch episode 2, go check that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spaghetti legs.
Spaghetti legs, boy. Spaghetti legs. Yeah. Nothing too crazy for me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. If y'all hear some noise in the background, that's because we got more kids here this week.
We got Mo. Like, what was that movie? Bebe's Kids.
Oh, yeah. We don't die, we just multiply. Yeah. Robin Harris. Great.
If you don't know what that is, go look it up.
Yeah, you're too young to be watching this
I'm
podcast.
saying
you probably
just
are.
turn it off.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Keep watching and then go look at it later.
Please don't turn this off. Do the views count if they just turn it on? Or they got to watch the whole thing?
I think they got to get to the end, but
Oh,
you know.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, dog.
Yeah.
I just enjoy doing this with y'all. We getting some great feedback. People have been telling me that it seems authentic and that is relatable stuff. I got a couple people hit me up about the spaghetti legs. they know about that whooping too. I ain't the only one that got the spaghetti leg whooping.
Yep.
You know, or the shower whoopings.
Yep.
And, you know, people just can relate to what we're saying. So that's what we're aiming for. We don't really have a topic of our show. People ask me, "What's your podcast about?" I'm like, life.
Yeah.
Stuff
that just be happening on a daily basis. Like, you know, it is what it is.
It's extremely unscripted.
It's
we know about what we're going to talk about, but we don't
discuss it beforehand.
Yeah, we don't know what I don't know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I don't know what I'm about to say.
Exactly. I barely know where I'm at half the time.
Yeah, but I'm going to need for you to stop saying, well, I can't read. Because
I mean, it's kind of proving it. I have something going on, you have something going on, and this man is like...
I'm the sound guy.
Yeah, he's...
Don't worry about last week, but I'm the sound guy.
Our on-screen producer. Yeah. We're not there yet. Once we get a little more, you know, maybe we'll get us an off-screen producer.
We might.
You know, somebody that syncs it all up. So we could just sit down and go instead of having to
That'd be nice.
run to the phone, record, get the camera here, set the light up. You know, Nelly V, move in a little bit. All right, cool. Now you go and see if I'm there.
Yep.
You know.
I do got somebody that, for real, was like, hey, I don't mind coming help you guys out with sound or whatever you guys need help with.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we can get through that. We ain't got no money though. So
yeah, we broke his head.
Pro bono.
Yeah. We just out here for the love of it, you know. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, everybody that shared it, everybody that's done something, you know, told somebody else about it. We really, really appreciate it. As we just out here talking about life. This is I think people need a forum for that.
Yeah.
So keep the comments coming, keep the DMs coming with the messages. Shout out to my man Rod, who sent me a funny news story for the week. I'm probably gonna do that next week. It's because we got something serious to talk about this week.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you. So keep those things coming.
Yeah. So, news story.
Yeah, no doubt. So on a serious note, I know we're always joking around, but I had to talk about what's going on in Memphis. And I know I hit y'all up about it. You were like, hey, what's going on in Memphis? And so I had to talk about a young man named Tyre Nichols, who was killed by 5 police officers during a traffic stop. So he was pulled over. He was severely beaten, and then ended up passing away 3 days later. I think he was pulled over on January 7th, actually, it happened.
Yep.
And then just later on this week, the officers were charged. And I'm reading this here from CBS News. It says 5 former Memphis police officers have been fired and charged with the murder and the death of Tyre Nichols, a black man who died 3 days after being beaten in a traffic stop. Also this week, video footage of his arrest was released. It was released on Friday night. I haven't gotten enough, courage or whatever to watch the video yet of it. I'm kind of sick of seeing those things. And to me, at this point, it doesn't matter if he's black or white or green or yellow or whatever. Yes, I'm upset that we've had this history in our country of, unarmed black men being killed by the police and just being hung. It seems like, just modern day lynching as we keep saying it. But just the poor policing in general. How is it that one unarmed man is seen as that much of a threat to 5 police officers?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. So I wanted to bring this up because we had to talk about it. I feel like, we do enough joking around and whatnot. We're going to joke around like we always do. But some things just got to be, we just got to talk about.
Yeah.
And this young man, 29 years old, working at FedEx, is a father, is a son. They said he loved skateboarding and, he loved his mama. I'm a mama's boy too. I couldn't imagine how my mom would feel if, she turned on the news or somebody gave her a phone call that said I was pulled over and then all of a sudden I end up in, ICU and then I pass a couple of days later. And I got young boys myself. They're going to be driving in, 10 years or so. So it's scary out here just to know that those things are happening. So, yeah. What y'all think?
I can't bring myself to watch it. After reading so much about it and just watching different news people just commenting on it, I don't think I can watch it. They said apparently the police officers kept saying, give me your hands, there's 5 of them. What do you mean you cannot restrain this person? It's 5 of y'all. You have tasers, which apparently they abused their taser usage. They then beat him with batons. How did it get this far?
Right. Yeah. I'm just looking at it here, reading the article. It says on the way home, he was stopped for reckless driving, according to the initial statements from the police department. It says as officers approached Nichols to arrest him, a confrontation occurred, and then Nichols ran away. And then a second confrontation also occurred at some point before he was ultimately arrested. But
it's still 5-on-1,
right.
regardless of
That's
what
what I
happened.
keep thinking about too. Apparently he claimed of having shortness of breath when then the ambulance was called. And I think I saw somewhere that the medical personnel didn't appropriately care for him as well. So
it took them about 20 minutes to come out
Really?
when they were called. So they didn't even come immediately.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I blame, so for the police involved, you got two things here. You have stupidity on the police's part, just in general. You just have stupidity and extremely excessive use of force. With that, at that station that they work, what kind of accountability is going on there? What kind of training is going on there? For you have 5 cops to go out and beat this man to death, what's going on there? You know what I mean?
Right.
You I feel like either it should have been noticed that, hey, these cops are not going to do their job properly. We need to get rid of them, or we're not providing proper training or something. And again, for the cops, like what went through y'all mind? Saying, I'm looking, you got 3 of us, you got 2 more people. I'm looking at 4 other people, and you telling me I'm looking at y'all, and we can't get together and just restrain this one person,
right?
Without beating him.
I think they said he was only like $150.
Come on now.
And
Right.
at this point, if it's because they're afraid, then they need to find a different job.
Yes.
Yeah. And I understand, like, so my pops was a state police officer in New York for about 7 years. And I understand the job and, you know, being military, and I've been deployed boots on ground. I didn't have to leave the wire, but I was, you know, in Afghanistan, and I understand, like, at the end of the day, everybody wants to go home.
Yeah.
Right? There's nobody, like, that's your goal. You know, at the end of the day, you want to go back home. And there are people out there, it is a dangerous job. However, it is a job that we volunteer for as far as public service is concerned. And you have to be compassionate when you're doing that job. Like, this is a bigger issue than just like this being isolated to, you know, this happening, you know, Tamir Rice, you know, Trayvon Martin, like all these different incidents that have happened over the past years. Even back to Emmett Till, and, you know, we could continue to go back. But the issue is the culture around policing, right? And, you know, we've got to be involved in our voting process at the local level to make sure that the policies are set up properly in our communities, and that they're policing in our communities the way we need them to. It doesn't, like, what happened to, like, the way I see it is, like, police officers should be, you should be able to know the people in your neighborhood.
Right.
Like, and if I knew, like, you know, I patrol this particular neighborhood and I pull them over, I'm like, come on, man, what you doing?
Yeah, come on now. Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? And we have a conversation in that way, and maybe I got to write him a ticket. Or maybe I caught him doing something illegal. Now I got to, like, come on, man, I got to do my job now. Right? And then you have that conversation. There's less likelihood, I believe, of
all these
altercations happening when you can talk to someone like a human. And then and I understand compassion fatigue, right? You are so nice, and people, you get burned, and I understand that aspect of things. But you have to, the police department has to provide resources for that. Because doctors and therapists and other people in those public service fields, there's a whole, like, thing about compassion fatigue and, like, okay, and burnout, right? Like, so those are real things that happen, but you have to be able to separate that when you're doing a job. And like you say, if you're afraid to do this job, then this ain't it for you. Like, you can be afraid in a moment when you're in those life or death situations, but that's when you are relying on all the training, the proper training that you have to get you through to that moment, so you can go home to your wife and kids at night, or to your spouse, or whoever you're going home to at the end of the day.
Don't say not every moment is a life and death moment.
And,
no, it's not.
And I'm pretty sure
it's a traffic stop.
You know, it was a traffic stop. You know, the brother was coming back home from shooting, taking some photos. He's a photographer as well, taking some photos of a sunset. And, you know, I don't know what, you know, all the details of it. We're just kind of talking about it right now. But, you know, he even says he's just trying to get home. You know, and so like I said, I don't think I'm going to watch the video of it. I just can't bring myself to watching, to add into more trauma to what we already have seen. But something has to be done. And we've got to have a conversation like this one to address them.
And like I said, even if you go back, let's say, because you have people who resist arrest every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But people ain't getting beat to death every single day. Either.
Right.
That's when it goes back to you putting in these policies and everything. When stuff like this happens, these police chiefs and these sheriffs and stuff, they need to be held accountable too, because
not administratively paid.
Hold them
Like-
accountable.
Well, they fired these officers like immediately, basically,
Yeah.
like pretty quickly, compared to others in the past. And the crazy thing about this one is these officers are black.
Yeah.
There's 5 black officers, so like that's why I say it's not a. At this point, we're out of this situation where it's a white on black thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cultural like policing
It's a
thing,
police
and it's
thing,
like we talk about defunding the police and that kind of stuff, and if people fully understand what that means, is it like, oh, we're gonna get rid of police force in general, or like, do we just stop giving them money to be militarized type of thing? And that's a whole nother topic there, but it really has to do, and I think it has to do about integrity amongst each other, and also like this accountability piece that you're talking about, like who's holding these people accountable? Like how many times did they beat somebody before? Like this ain't the first time these dudes like jumped up on somebody.
Probably not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and they got brushed under the rug.
Honestly, I'm a grown woman. I don't do illegal things to get stopped by the police or anything like that. Being in the military, I've literally had guns held to my face and told, you can't shoot, hold your fire. I'm more nervous being pulled over by a police officer than I was in that moment.
right.
Oh, I'm the most compliant person you ever seen in your life.
I start shaking. I'm like, they're like, your license and registration. I'm like, it's over there. Can I reach it?
Right.
Why do I need to be nervous to just give you what you asked for?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I actually got pulled over, and I had my I was carrying, and I was like, hey, I want to let you know, while you're at this window right now, I have a firearm on my person right now. He was like, okay, just step out. I was like, okay, I kept my hands up. He said, I'm just going to take it, sit it in the car. When we're done, I'll give it back to you. And that's exactly what happened. He took it, gave it back to me.
That's a best case scenario.
That's the best case scenario.
What I mean? Like,
for some people, that might not happen.
It don't always happen that way. And, I'm all about, like, carrying. I'm actually in the process of getting my stuff straight to get my concealed carry. And I was actually just talking to my wife about putting her in a class to take a firearms class just to get herself straight. And I think we should be able to carry. But also, it's just training and it's common sense. Like, okay, let me let you know up front, this is what's going on. Even if I don't necessarily have to legally tell you, like I don't have to tell you in what some states.
You don't have to.
I don't have to tell you that.
I prefer to tell you.
Yeah, but I'm going to let you know so that we're clear.
Yep,
you know what I mean? Like up front.
Yep.
And, but I do understand the resistance to telling someone at times because of the way the history and the way we've been treated. Like, life is unfair, and it's been unfair for people of color in this country and around the world, period, since the beginning of time, essentially. Right. But we have got to put ourselves in a position to protect ourselves, but also to make sure that we're holding these police officers accountable.
Yeah. Right.
And going from there and knowing the laws and knowing what they can and cannot do. If I got pulled over for whatever, like, you don't have to search my vehicle. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
I don't have to give you, but we have to know those things flat out, and the police have to know those things. And you can know how many times police officers they pull somebody over, they only know the law halfway.
Yeah.
Like, how can you halfway do your job?
Yeah.
When you're supposed to be protecting folks.
Yeah. I like you said, I just think the word of the day is accountability.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
So,
100%.
but yeah, I don't want to, you know. I just had it was on my mind. I was like, man, I can't do a funny news story without talking about this young brother that was killed, and the fact that they just released the video footage of the arrest and them beating him.
The footage of the murder.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, he died in the hospital a couple of days later, but you know, they got to be held accountable, and we've got to make some policy changes across the country, and just make sure that, you know, when my boys and your son grow up, they not in these positions. You know, that's what I think about all the time. I'm like, our future is right here. Like, we got to make them, you know, make sure our boys are good. So, you know, shout out to his family and, you know, condolences. And, you know, I think that we have got to continue pushing these conversations forward.
We do. So, all right.
Yeah. Heavy topic.
Yeah, that's heavy. That is heavy.
Heavy
So
topic.
we're going to get us something light. Lighter.
Yeah. Move on to the lighter situations.
What we talking about today?
Yeah, what don't make no sense besides that?
Pet peeves.
Ooh.
Pet peeves.
We're actually going to make this a series. Because there's so many pet peeves.
Right.
I don't have enough time to talk about them all right now.
It's gonna be a 5-hour episode.
Yeah, facts.
So we're just going to make this a series. So part 1, here we go. The 3 things I want to talk about. Well, no, let's start out with the first one.
Yeah.
Driving.
Ooh.
People's driving.
People's driving don't make no sense.
Can we start with blinkers?
What about
I got that on my notes too. So
the lack of use.
The lack of use of signals.
Man.
I don't know if it's the lack of use or the complete wrongness of use. Have you guys ever seen someone like in the middle lane, they put their left blinker on and then they go right and you're like, this is a whole accident waiting to happen because I was going to go left around you. Cool, whatever. But I feel like if you're far enough away from me, like, I don't care what you do with your blinker, but like if you are right there ready to cut me off, use your blinker, don't cut me off, because my car will kill all of us. I have one of the newer cars where, like, if you're on cruise control or not even on cruise control and someone gets in front of you too close, it slams on brakes. It doesn't care who's behind you. Like, I'm causing a whole accident. So don't cut me off.
My truck is like that.
Killing everybody.
I ain't that fancy yet.
And it yells at you when it does it.
Yeah.
It's beep, beep, beep. You're like, oh, God, what the hell's going on?
But the reason why we got to have those type of vehicles is because people don't know how to use their blinkers. People want to be just idiots and cut you off at the last minute. And I don't know, maybe y'all let me know out there, like my military experience too. Like, I hated driving in the 757.
Boy.
And I hate driving here.
Hold on. So what you're not going to do is talk about Virginia driving.
Y'all crazy as hell.
Only because I say this, because I'm from Virginia. I'm from Northern Virginia. We don't have potholes. We don't have...
you said Northern Virginia.
Yes.
I was about to say, because I know for sure in Portsmouth.
No. We don't have potholes. People know how to drive. We stop at stop signs. We yield at yield signs. Like, we know how to drive. The only reason that 757 is so jacked in Florida is because of the influx of military people. You people. All the different driving styles.
You one of them too.
You people?
Yeah, you are you people.
What do you mean by you people?
You are you people too. I'm offended.
See how this is? She
I'm
doesn't
offended.
say you people.
You military people with all your different driving styles coming from Georgia. And you say you from New York, you can't even drive. Y'all don't even get licenses. Y'all walk everywhere.
I do drive.
Y'all walk everywhere. So you came down here like with a 20-second driver's license trying to drive.
All I know is that I know how to parallel park. And
me too.
When I took a driving test in Virginia, they don't even ask you to parallel park. So that's how I know they don't know how to drive.
Because we can pull in.
They don't need to they don't even know how to parallel park.
You don't need to do that.
Right.
You got parking garages. We don't park on the street. But anyway, it's because everybody's different driving styles are now condensed into one small space. So that's why it seems like those folks can't drive. So don't say Virginia.
I'm going to tell you right now. Virginia's like my second home, right? Because I moved to Virginia in 17, and then I came back as an adult when I was in the Navy, and I lived there for another 4 years. So Virginia is near and dear to my heart, but folks can't drive down there. I'm just flat out, they can't drive.
I got into an accident.
And I do believe I agree with you to some degree about the influx of military folks, because you got people from everywhere, and it is a huge mix of driving, and everybody thinks that their state is has the best drivers. So that's why, like, people, it's just like this melting pot, and then people retire and stay there, and then their kids kind of have these driving styles from other places that they've actually never been to, so they learn how to drive jacked up.
Yeah.
So,
and I got into. Do you remember the accident I got into in Virginia? Do you remember that? Because you was in Virginia when it happened.
I don't remember exactly what happened. I just remember you didn't have a car anymore.
I'm sitting. I'm stopped because
back there sounding like some wolves.
There are cars about to turn in front of a church's chicken. The worst of all the chickens. Another topic.
Which churches?
The one down the street from Norfolk Base, down the street from NOB.
Oh, that's
Popeyes is next to it.
Is it on Hampton Boulevard?
I think that's Hampton Boulevard, yeah.
Okay.
Because you turn left and churches is right there.
Okay.
So I'm stopped, minding my business. All of a sudden, boom! I get hit in the back. My radio fly out.
You had the pop out joint?
Boy.
Flew out. The one you take out so nobody steal your radio? I remember those. Hey. That joint used to be hidden. It had the Pioneer in the back.
I had the Pioneer.
The Alpine. Ooh, the Pioneer.
And I get out. The Jeep behind me hit me. But it wasn't his fault. Because the crazy lady behind him in the avalanche hit him. She just took the turn, and was like, "Oh, this car's a stop. That's cool. I'm just gonna keep going," and just tore. And I tapped the car in front of me. They got out. They looked. They was like, "Oh, I ain't got no damage. I'm gonna leave," and they just left. You know how jealous I was. I'm like, my trunk is toe off right now, and you get to go home. So you know how bad it is driving home with 22s in your car, and your trunk toe off, looking like a whole fool,
bruh. You had the classic E3 military car.
Boy, it was a Grand Marquis. You couldn't take the George out of me.
Oh, boy.
Can't take the George out of me.
You had them 22s on there.
Yep.
Had to keep them clean.
Get my rims fixed because of them potholes in Virginia.
Yeah,
like
there's
every
a lot
month.
of potholes in that area.
Listen, I every time I go over a pothole, is my tire still there? Is my wheel still there?
You know what I can't stand? People who just be speeding for like no reason.
Bro, it's bad here.
For like no reason.
It is terrible here. And Nelly V got that look on her face like she is guilty.
All you see is a Honda or Altima just flying with
like
no hubcaps on
playing
it.
F&F.
Playing F&F. You got micro braids.
Let's go!
Micro braids flying out the sunroof.
Bro, I'll be doing 80. I'll be doing 80. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm doing 80. I'm
and an
on
Altima
here.
blow your windows
Here
off.
come a Nissan Altima
with no bumper.
Yeah, but like it's dented on the left side already. Come flying past me, cross the bridge. Talk about some let's go.
Yo, when I see people who like the front of their car is dented up, I get out of your way because you obviously don't give a damn.
You don't give.
You don't care about me.
I'm driving. That's why your car messed up now. Like,
why she doing 95 in the 63?
Flying, playing F&F.
No, I don't be playing that. But anyway, yeah, I do be going 95 sometimes.
Sometimes it's 105.
And if you passing me, there's an issue. That's all
Facts.
I'm saying.
Yo, you know what's the scariest drive? Going to the shipyard. Driving down Hertfordshire.
Boy, I got pulled over that one time too.
Driving down Hertfordshire at 4:30 in the morning trying to get to work on time.
Yep.
And you got somebody trying to like speed past you. where there's a semi coming the other way, and you're like,
"Oh, this is it. This is how I go out."
Lord, is that you?
This is how I go out.
You know how people be like, you know what? Things are gonna be better. That's a light at the end of the tunnel. That light at the end of the tunnel was a train.
Yep.
Right.
Or a semi truck.
Cause it'd be dangerous. Cause folks just don't care. They just be out here living their life extra reckless.
Yeah. Yo, I had this old lady pull out in front of me yesterday. Like, zoomed in front of me. I had to like slam on brakes.
Were you in the criminal lane, not being a criminal, or where were you?
I was in the left lane, minding my business. No, right lane, my bad.
I was gonna say
I was in the right lane, minding my business. I'm just driving. She's sitting there, and all of a sudden she just whips out. And then she knew she messed up because she gonna do this, put her hand up and wave at me like it's all good.
You can't get too mad at the old lady.
I should have.
Old people do be doing stuff. They just do stuff and they know they're gonna get away with it because they old.
Yo,
that's another thing for me. If if I'm in the right lane and you see me going 60, why are you gonna pull out going 25? Like,
yo,
come on.
That's what caused
at least. And then I look in my rearview mirror and there's nobody behind me. You couldn't wait for me to fly past you to pull out.
I need to go now.
Nope, I gotta go.
I gotta go now.
Yep.
Right at this moment after. Now.
Yeah.
It's like my mom used to say, when they get old, you need to take their license from them.
I heard that too before. I've heard that before. Yeah. Yo, you know what else we talk about, like pulling out?
Giggity.
Giggity.
Which one is it?
Yeah. But I can't. Yo, I was going to say something about that's why everybody in this room got kids now.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Anyway, my thing is, I hate when people don't turn in their lane. You know how like you're gonna go take a right hand turn, and it's 2 lanes, but you turn into that way outside lane.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, if I'm driving and I got the right of way, but you can turn in your lane. I don't mind if you turn in your lane, but don't turn in my lane and cut me off while I'm still trying to drive straight through.
They don't care about
I can't stand that. That pisses me off so much. Like, I get mad, like big mad. And my wife is guilty of it. And we talk about it all the time. I be joking with her about it.
And she does it?
She does it sometimes. She be like, well, nobody was coming. I was like, it don't matter if nobody was coming. Don't be pulling off in the lane. Because you're going to do it one day where, like, you're not going to be paying attention because you do it so much. And you just like, boom.
Boom.
Something going to happen. I can't.
Then you got to call
But that pisses me off so much. I'll be like, yo, stay. Because I've been that person that's been, like, cut off while I was going straight, and you just going to turn out like right in front of me. And I'm like, seriously? And then those people be looking at you like you crazy.
Yeah, my car has saved my life on a couple of those. Like, people have pulled out in front of me like that, ran red lights, everything. And my reflexes aren't as great as my car, and it literally saved me.
Yeah.
But what about people who don't know how to use 4-way stop signs?
Oh, my God.
Bruh.
It drives me insane.
I've had to direct traffic from my car be like, you go now. It's your turn now. Okay, fuck it. I'm finna go.
You like looking,
we just
and you like creeping, and you like,
we just all gonna die today, I guess. And one big ass pile in this intersection.
Yo, it does don't be having me dying. I be sitting there like, really though? So y'all just gonna act confused? Well, I'm just gonna go. And then when you start to go, then the other person gonna try to go. But I'm like, I gave you the opportunity to go, and you just gonna be sitting there. But now you want to go. Like, come on, man.
Or like you're looking at everybody in their eye, like you're making eye contact with everybody, and everybody's like waving you on, and you're like, bro, I got here fourth. All 3 of you are supposed to go before me.
Yeah, if you wave me on, I'm gonna go. Just don't be trying to go when you wave me on.
Yeah.
And they do.
And they do it anyway. Anyway,
yep.
That's why I'm glad there's cameras everywhere, because you can see that. Because I'll be in court. Yana, he waved me on.
You see that?
I tried to stop.
You see that?
I told you. I put up 4. I was here last. So I was like, you go ahead first.
Yep.
And it was like, nah, go on. See, I got it on camera, Yana. It ain't my fault. He ran into me after he told me to go.
Yep.
What you want me to do?
I hate when people, light turning red, and maybe you're turning, but like there's not like another red light. But you was like, I'm just gonna beat this anyway.
Yeah.
But now you stuck in the intersection looking at everybody.
Looking real stupid.
You blocking traffic.
Right.
And you trying not to look side to side, you just looking straight. You're like, if I don't make
if I don't make eye contact,
I can't get in trouble.
Yo, this ain't happening. You just be sitting there like
blowing at you, bah, bah, you just.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, sorry.
Hey, that must be the people with I don't know in their car.
Yeah. I don't know who told him to go.
That must be the people that I don't know still live with them when they grown.
Yep.
Not the sorry, because I do that. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you say you sorry than to like just not look. And that's like when you're trying to avoid that person that be asked for change and you be like,
Yep.
Oh, man. You know what? Yep. When I'm driving, I think I'm a whole gangster. Like, if you cut me off or something like that, I'm flying up, I'm getting next to you, and I'm driving like this.
That's because you be listening to FNF.
And if you don't look at me, I'm mad. And I'm going to stay next to you until you look over or you speed up.
Yo, I love people like that. You know why? Because I'll just smile.
Right?
I kill them with kindness. And then it just make you even more upset. Because I'm like, why are you upset? You don't even know me.
Now your blood pressure up.
Like, you bad for no reason.
But if you did that to me, I would feel better. Like, all right, he at least acknowledged me. He took ownership of doing it. And so then, like, I go on about my business. I speed off.
I like to make people who are already mad even more upset.
I like that.
Because there's no reason.
I like it.
I guess I'm petty. I say I'm not petty, but I guess that is petty. But because I'm like, there's no reason for you to be that mad about this. Like, really though.
Yes, it is. Because I was vibing. I was cruising. Like, I was
You
good.
are not the only one on the road.
You cut me off.
I did not.
Sir.
You didn't see my signal. Because you was too
busy
listening to
FNF.
Let's go!
That
song do go hard though.
It do.
I got it. The first time I heard it in the car, I was like,
I got a question about her.
Yo, this joint go hard.
I got a question about her. You know how deep her voice is, right? When she's having like sexual relations, what does that sound like?
Let's go.
Oh. Like, oh.
Hey, I don't. God, no.
That's another topic.
That's a whole nother thing. Hey, baby, let me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome home, daddy.
And it ain't even. It's like a deep voice. It ain't like the sultry like Sade deep voice or like the you know who got a deep voice that I actually enjoy is Layla Hathaway, Donny Hathaway's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Her range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
She could like sing chords. Like she split her voice to like sing chords. It's ridiculous. Damn. But she got like a really deep like when she be singing and that joint just sounds
Glorilla sound like she split Newports and stuffed half of it with Black and Mild. And smoked them
like the cancer, like the cancer. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm done. She gonna watch this and fucking sue us.
I don't. It don't even matter, dog. Yo, so what else about driving? You got any other driving things? Yo, you still?
I don't know, man. I don't get too mad when I'm driving. Like, if people do something stupid, I just look at them kind of like, you kind of dumb. I just go about my business.
Yeah.
To be honest, I kind of like backed off a little bit, getting angry because I literally made somebody get out the car on me.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, it's too wild out here, and like I'm usually real laid back, but like if my kids are in the car, and like you gonna get out, I'm gonna have to turn up.
Yeah.
And that's not my personality. I like to just chill.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But if I feel like there's something bad about that, like I'm going to jail. For life.
Yep.
So like I just don't be trying to take. I just be chilling because like, it ain't that serious. All right, go ahead. We still gonna get as long as we get to where we're going safely. I'm good.
Yeah. I've
But
called calm down a whole lot.
There's no point in getting out the vehicle. If you get out the vehicle, I might hit you with my vehicle.
Yeah.
If I see you get out the vehicle and you got a gun, like everybody here in Florida, if I see that, I'm probably gonna hit you with my car.
I got a new hood ornament now.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna feel sorry for you.
Nope.
Because you're not about to shoot into my car.
Nope.
Like it's not happening. So
What if he did get to your car and like didn't have a gun or anything and you roll down your window to
why would I roll down my window?
Hold on.
Okay.
Because, you guys are two men and you want to talk about this, right? And he's musty.
I That's a perfect segue.
I need to talk about this.
Segue queen. So first off,
I want to talk about this.
I would never roll my window down, right? Because that would be the dumbest thing. And so I'm probably, if you come up to my door I'm going to get out, hold on, I'm going to hit you with my door. I'm going to be like, boom. And then I'm going to get out and then we're going to scrap.
So you hit him with the door and he throws his arms up
and then
now all
smell,
the air
if I can smell the must when you throw your arms up because I hit you with the door as I'm opening the door, we got a problem.
You need to get your ass back in your car.
You need to go home and shower.
You need to cut the air conditioner on.
Go to your local YMCA and get in the shower. I'll be watching these TikTok videos where people, they like sleep in their car and they travel from place to place. Mm-hmm. They'll go to like 24-hour fitness or like whatever gym and they'll take a shower in their gym. There is no excuse for you to be musty unless you just got off of work and you worked all day long and like you ain't no shower at the job. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had jobs where you just working, you sweating all day long and stuff. Yeah. And like, man, I got to get home and take a shower because this Old Spice ain't working no more. I'm a little tart right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Old Spice is real old.
I can't even use that joint. It be breaking me out. That Old
that
Spice.
Shit burned, don't
it burns.
That clear one?
Yo.
Boy, that shit eat your armpits off.
That's like when you go get your lineup and the barber put the alcohol in there. You be like, that's like what you're doing every time you put on Old Spice. You like,
that shit be burning the must off of you.
But some people need that because I'm telling you now, I've smelled some folks. The biggest thing that gets on my nerves, how you musty at 7 a.m.
I was going to say, back to the scenario. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. You
if
was
it
on
was
your way
6
to work.
o'clock in the morning and you was on your way to work and I'm on my way to work and you musty at 6 a.m., you out here smelling like a 3-day-old Subway sandwich.
How are you musty in the wintertime period?
Bro.
It's Christmas Eve and you musty.
Dog.
I don't like that.
Yo, you remember standing in formation on the ship and...
Yeah, because we used to fry people off of that.
Yo, I can't, though. Boy. If you were musty...
Bro, we just got here.
We just got here. Like you just woke up.
No, we got to deal with this all day.
All day.
Stank ass breath.
Yeah, hot breath. It don't just be stank. It be hot. Like you can feel the hair on the back of your neck tinging. Like you standing in the chow line and just the hair on your neck just like.
It's like one of them SpongeBob episodes where you can see the stink creeping up into your nose.
Boy.
And it's like green. It ain't even like just a regular wave. It's green wavy stuff.
And that should give your nose be boxing.
Yo, why your nostrils become extra flared at that point too? Like your nostrils be like, oh my!
You know what I hate?
Smell like Sex Panther.
I used to go to these meetings, and there was this one particular person in there that notoriously had bad breath. I don't know if I was the only one that knew, the only one that smelled.
You wasn't the only one.
What?
You couldn't have been.
But she would be talking, and it would be lighting the whole table up. And I'm looking around. I'm like, I know I'm not the only one.
Yo,
there's no way I'm the only one. And everybody else is just, yes. I'm like, y'all don't hear this shit coming out of her mouth?
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Is it worse when a woman has bad breath?
Yes. Yes.
How is
you
it
can get
worse?
a BBL but can't get a damn toothbrush.
A BBL, but you can't get a better business toothbrush. Yo, what do you think? You think it's the same?
I feel like it's the same unless you expect men to be dirty. Like, I don't expect men to be dirty.
Nah, I don't expect men to be dirty neither. Because if I could wash and shower and like make sure my kids are good, then any man could take a shower and brush their teeth.
But with a woman, you expect a woman to be
extra
smelling good,
pristine, right?
Clean, and then she open her mouth and
it look like yuck mouth.
Boy, she smell like burnt tires.
Oh, it smell like her walk past air.
That sit down wind.
No. Walk past air.
That sit down wind.
I just imagine walk past air. You gotta have a big booty. Like it just gets that. Like the cheeks just keep in the funk. Yo, walk past air. But if you walk past me, that's another thing I used to hate. Or I hate, I still can't stand it. If you walk past me and I can smell you.
Yeah.
Like, And I mean, not just like walk past me close, but like you walk past me and you was the only one in that area, and I'd be like, I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Ain't
Like,
no way.
why you gonna be stinking? Like, I
Ain't no
don't
way.
like grown folks. Like, it's just terrible.
Mhm.
I made it a point to show my children, and they're 7 and 8 now, how to wash so that they will not be stinking.
Mhm.
And you know, every young man is gonna go through that time where they musty, and you just gotta teach them like, hey man, make sure you spend a little bit more time in them hot spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you get out, you put your deodorant on and your lotion. You can't be, you know. But
Yeah.
grown men,
But why is it that all the people who are funky, they seem to like want to sit close to you or like
All
talk
right.
the most?
Like everything is
or
okay. It's not okay.
They want to laugh at everything,
yo,
and you're like,
Being next to you
it's
hurts
not
right
funny.
now.
yeah.
Yes.
I have a tear coming down the corner of my eye because you smell like onions. Like, I mean, sandwich onions, Jersey Mike onions.
So do y'all tell
Them
them?
things strong.
Do y'all
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
them, or do you
Them
just,
sandwiches be bomb though.
Yeah.
or do
it
you just
depends.
endure it,
I think it depends on who
It
is.
depends on how tired I am.
or are you like real passive aggressive about it? Like, what is that?
I'll do
smell?
that. I'll do that
I've
real
done
quick.
that. I do that more often,
I do that real quick.
but it really depends on my mood.
Passive aggressive. Wow. Two grown men.
I don't have any shame in saying that
Nope. All right, damn, something
Because-
stink. That should be a cue that I
because
need to check
most,
myself.
most people are passive aggressive.
Well, if y'all are my friend, and
I'm gonna tell you.
Well,
thank
I would let you know.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you.
I would
Or
let
if
you
I
know.
got something in my teeth, like you got
I
something.
would
right
let
there,
you know. Like it like I said, it really depends on the situation. Like if I don't know people that well, I'm
Yeah.
probably not gonna say much. I'm probably gonna be like, y'all smell that?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just me. Nah, it
Yeah,
ain't
no, it
me.
ain't me.
Nah, it ain't me. Y'all smell that in here?
Mm-hmm.
You know. But if it's somebody I'm cool with, like, hey, bro, you know, you got little.
That just
Oh
like,
yeah, my bad, dog, my bad. I mean, you know, okay, cool. I'm about to go. Yeah.
That's just like I want you to do the chapstick experiment. You know what that is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You put it on and see how many other people put theirs on. Or like if you got a friend, you be like, hey, your lips kind of chapped. And see how many people start licking their lips.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, then you be like, damn, something stink. Everybody should check to see if it's them or not.
But the person that don't check,
It's
That's the
They
always
person
know
that
it's
them.
stink.
they know it's them.
yo,
always-
You
but
ain't that confident.
but
when
they
you
don't know that they stink because they stink all the time,
I'm
and they
saying
get used to it.
It's either them or they be the first one. It ain't me, and you're
Yeah.
like, but
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
But
you.
do y'all been around people like that? They'll be like, they stink so much that they don't even know that they stink.
I don't know if they don't know or if they just don't acknowledge it.
I've met someone who has and you know, everyone has their own personal smell, your own scent.
You can go ahead and say odor.
Yeah, you can say it.
Cause I knew it, I could just see it coming. It was on the tip of your
Yep.
tongue.
Some people stink
Everybody has
different.
their own. I mean, you know, scent.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Everyone has their own scent, and this person's scent was just not pleasant. So they didn't necessarily think that they stunk because that's what it was. Like that's just the way they smell, no matter how much
Was
they
this
wash
a
or
man
anything.
or a woman?
A man.
Because women do have their own smell too. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
other areas. And some of it, you know, natural smell, whatever, depending
Mhm.
on what you eat that day, those
Mhm.
kinds of things. There's so many things that go into that.
Mm-hmm.
But men do as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that underarm stench could be like the back of a, you know, food truck that has been sitting in the sun in Arizona for 3 weeks.
Just smell like bare booty cheeks.
Bare booty cheeks.
Not your underarm.
Is that like
Yeah.
like a grizzly bear or like naked booty?
Not like a
See,
grizzly
that
bear.
was like a
I see what
triple
you did there.
entendre. Yeah,
I see what you
there
did.
we go. We out here with the bars, right? Bare booty cheeks,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear. Not polar bear. Too cold. You know they don't stink.
No, I'm from New York, and I've seen people stink when it was cold.
You've seen the stink?
You can like, you know how you like your breath. You can see the moisture in the air. Underarms just coming out of the
How?
triple down.
You got gale force winds with snow in it, and you still musty.
Maybe they're dressing too warm. They're dressing and they're sweating under the.
They stink before, like they clothes stink.
Ooh.
You know it's bad when your clothes stink.
So they're not doing laundry. Or are they doing laundry and their house stinks?
And they
Could be that.
Or it's just coming out of their pores.
Could be.
Because they don't eat right.
Could be.
So you folks just walking around smelling like old meat and cheese?
Old meat, cheese, Taco Bell wings.
Smell like good cheese. Good cheese.
Good cheese stank. Y'all here smell like a whole pound of Gouda.
Boy, what? Blue cheese ass, boy. Ugh. You don't like that
That's
shit.
disgusting.
That is
like
terrible. Blue cheese.
I don't like
Out here smelling horrible.
Yep. I don't like that.
That is that's not okay. That
Not
is
even
definitely one of the top pet peeves.
Yeah.
You can't be out here smelling like I said earlier, Subway sandwiches and old onions.
Yeah. We ain't gonna take 2 episodes about washing your ass, but wash your ass.
Please do. And then use a different rag to wash your face.
That's enough for that because we already talked about
Yeah.
that. Don't you agree?
I agree. Yes.
Stank breath. Please brush your teeth. And if you in the middle,
It's not just your teeth, it's your tongue.
yeah, I
Your
have a
gums.
tongue scraper that I faithfully use as well. And then like my electric tooth, I've spent the money on the electric toothbrushes and all that stuff.
And you've got to floss.
Yes,
because
please floss.
The plaque, that's what smells. Get it out. Like, you guys, come on,
Go
man. Why are we
ahead.
giving hygiene tips? Like, I don't.
Because it's because we've all ran into folks who don't know what to do.
See, what you do is, if you got a friend that not quite right, just share this video with them. You're like, hey, this is kind of funny, ain't it? Maybe they'll be like, oh.
Nah, they probably not going to be like that.
You don't think so?
Most of those, it be going over their head. They're going to start talking about somebody else who stink.
Yeah.
And if a stank person tells somebody else that they stink, that person stink. You know it. You know they got to stink.
Oh, my God.
I feel like that's like the only thing, or one of the things that I miss from being in the military is like shower watch. Like, you stink, bro. Somebody's going to make you take a shower.
You know,
Go.
I had to tell a junior sailor that one time.
You had to get them a shower watch?
I told them, we on shore duty.
What?
Check this out.
What
so
you doing?
I'm going to tell you. We used to wear Fancy Fridays. You know, we used to wear NS shoes. This is, like 2011, 12-ish. So, like, right when the uniform, like a year or two after that uniform switched or whatever. So, we had quarters. Sometimes we used to work out in the morning. We literally, I seen this dude in the locker room take out a T-shirt, go like this. It was wrinkled, first of all. And it looked like it was yellow highlights all over his shirt. So I had reenacted this one time. I took a highlighter and I just went like this. And then I crumpled up a piece of paper and I was like, that's what this dude's shirt looked like. And it was like stiff. And he put it on and we go to quarters and I'm like, is that a clean T-shirt? I already knew the answer because I've seen them. Yeah, it's clean. No, it's not. I saw you take that out the locker and go like this. So we had to have a conversation about being clean, taking a shower. Like, bruh, you are to go home right now and take a shower and stop at the store on your way back and pick up a new pack of T-shirts.
Can you imagine going home, your girlfriend and wife be like, hey, why you home so early? They said I got to take a shower.
H1 said I stink.
He said I stink, so I got to take a shower. Oh, okay, honey.
Yo.
You wrong for not telling him, too.
Yeah, she wrong. She knew he stank before he left the house. Like, you didn't wash your balls?
Oh, my God.
Like, seriously. They got all kinds of products now. I'm a fan of the lawnmower package, 4.0.
I need to try that.
Yo, that joint's fire. That joint, the trimmer got a light on it, and you could use it in the shower.
Ooh, I can use it in the dark.
In the shower
Boy.
in the dark, you can use it. You ain't got to worry about scratching yourself or cutting it, none of that stuff. That joint's fire. And they got the crop preserver, which is like the ball wash. They got ball deodorant. And they got like a freshen up spray you could use later on in the day. That joint's fire. I was like, the commercials for it would be hilarious too. But you got to get one. It is like a essential for men to have. You got to keep yourself clean.
I'm going to grow mine like a golf course.
Oh my
He got a rough and a green
Rough
and
you
a
got the
fairway.
green, yeah. You got the sand.
He got a sand pit. Yo, all right, we gotta move to the next thing. That is, bruh. Yeah, but please wash your balls.
You know what else I can't stand? People chew their mouth open.
They sound like they chewing on gum all day. And they ain't got nothing in their mouth but tongue and teeth.
I hate it. You know how people be watching them, what they call monkey bangs, mukbangs, what they call?
Monkey bangs.
Mukbang.
I don't know what he be watching.
Mukbang.
I don't know what this dude be watching. Monkey bangs.
It's mukbang.
It's like the ASMR food videos, right?
Yes,
Essentially.
yes,
Okay.
it's spelled Mukbang, but it's
Mukbang.
But it's mukbang.
He said, "Y'all be watching them monkey bangs?" I'm like, no, not at all. I don't know what that is.
Well, whatever, flute bangs, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But how they just be eating,
Yes.
and they just be, oh my God,
Yeah,
I want
people-
to throw something at
yeah.
the TV
Can
when I
I
see that.
can I do that in
No.
an episode? No.
Negative.
Y'all subscribe to whatever she's going to have.
She
y'all
can.
subscribe to
She
for all that.
now she's a content creator.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. Shout out to you though.
Yeah.
But you can do that on your own channel. We're not doing it here in the No Sense Land. That might be if y'all see Nelly V video pop up on a YouTube page, just know that it was just her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was unapproved.
It was not approved
Unapproved.
by the group.
No.
Okay, we did not vote on that.
And I'm going to go,
And I'm gonna
Thumbs
be
down
in. I'm gonna be in the comments going in if
boy.
that happens.
It's okay. It's okay because apparently, comments help your ratings and stuff like that. So if you're getting paid for it and stuff,
You know what?
so
I
it
might
don't matter.
just turn the comments off.
Wow,
Ooh.
hater.
Well, we didn't talk about this as a group. No, but for real though, those videos, I can't do those ones. I like some of the ASM, the little noises with the clickety clackety things. Some of that is okay, but I'm not about to sit here and listen to you chew. I'll be wanting to slap, backhand slap if I can hear you chewing next to me.
I just hate
I
bad
wish I
table
had
manners.
A bag of chips right now.
I just hate bad
So the
table
elbows on the
manners.
table like this. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Slurping.
That shit burns me up.
Slurping. I don't
It
like.
burns me up.
That
I
is like
hate-
one of the worst sounds. I don't like slurping.
No.
Like if you're drinking something, you're like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to hear that at all. That is annoying.
Calm
everybody,
down.
Everybody got somebody in their family that do that.
Or they walk around with the ice.
That's why you
the ice
burping.
is okay, but the
No.
slurping,
But that's why you burping from all that slurping.
yeah, giggity. But that is terrible.
Yeah.
What about the mouth breathers?
No.
You know people that just
close
be-
your mouth.
They just sit there and it's like they walked up a flight of stairs, but they've been sitting there for 10 minutes already. It's like, why you sound like you sleep? Stop it. That just made my skin crawl, dog. When we used to always make fun of fat people about doing that, right? But I've seen some skinny people just be sitting there like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, dude,
Like, what's his name of Hey Arnold?
I'm like, yo, can you go get your tonsils and adenoids checked out? Because you sound like you got strep throat.
That is
are you-
always my first question.
How do you sound like you got strep
You
throat?
sound like you got stripped.
Are you okay? do you need to see a doctor?
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. I wanted, you ever been in school taking a test and all of a sudden you be like, but they don't be sleep. Like I could understand if you were snoring, but they be sitting there too next to you like, oh, Miss Johnson. What? I can't understand number three.
It's all like how it worded.
Or they gotta read to the class and you be like, so
You sound like Gucci Man before jail.
Yo, or what my man name Webby when he was trying to do that interview. Hey, y'all got some names on y'all. And then that Sean the Main at the guard. And Angel Gee. Yo, if you ain't seen that video, that is hilarious.
That shit funny as fuck.
Yo, but people just sound like that. If it's supposed to be quiet, or you in the movies, and you just hear, and a part that's supposed to be quiet, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, the bad guy jumps out, but they just be on there like,
like
sound like Darth Vader. Like, how you sound like Darth Vader all day long, or Bane
all day.
So, you thought it was you. The darkness.
I was bored
of it. Molded by it. That is one of the coldest scenes, though.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, that is. Ooh, I can't stand that either, though.
I don't like that.
I like how you said, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need medical assistance? I'm actually concerned for you. Do you need medical assistance right
that's
now?
not okay.
Breathing be sounding extra loud, 8 decibels.
Like they just ran up 7 flights of stairs.
Yeah, no, and you've been sitting for 20 minutes, and you breathing extra hard. That's not okay.
You need a doctor.
Yes,
Yep.
You need more than a doctor. You need Jesus.
Jesus on the main line.
Tell him what you want.
That's why they're breathing like that. They're about to go see Jesus, probably.
Oh, I don't know, but you know,
Now, you remember
this is
school?
all fun and games.
Remember in school you hear
Yo,
Don't do that.
so-
I hate that.
See?
So I saw a TikTok or reel or something. It said that only black folks do that.
Really?
I've never seen a non-black person do that. Have you?
Non-black folk.
I had to think about it. It was a comedian was talking about it. But have you ever?
And everyone looks at the camera like,
They be doing this with their ear. They be like,
I can't even make the noise.
Then they hit the head.
I'm like, what are you trying to get out of there? Like, there's nothing in there. Like, what are you trying to get out? Like, they got some water stuck in there. Be like,
Yeah. Like, stop that.
like, stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like extra noises. Because I'm a person that enjoys silence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the older I get, the more and more I enjoy just quietness.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's quiet, if I'm quiet and you walk into the room and you sit down and you like, hey, Martin. Sound like Shanae.
Yep.
I was told I was weird. Like the last drive that
You
I
are
made
weird,
to.
by the way. We all are.
Anyway, the last drive I made to Virginia, it was 10 hours and there was no music. Like I literally rode 10 hours in silence and I was cool with it.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know
that.
about drive because I like my music
Yeah.
or a podcast or a book or something. I like listening to stuff in the car.
I like to be alone with my thoughts.
But
You just listening to the road.
to my thoughts.
it can be
Okay.
relaxing though. Like I've driven across the country a couple of times, and there are times during the drive where I will like it to be silent, where I could just like hear the road, or I'm just like thinking clearly to myself.
I mean,
But,
you
like-
hear that? Like what's going
I
on in
mean,
the background?
of course,
Like
they already know I'm about to get up and get the belt, but no, I'm joking.
It
Nah,
ain't
they
even-
good.
it ain't
They
even
actually
about
been
that.
doing pretty good. I can't even front.
Yeah.
It's just we all have kids. It is never ever quiet.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's like when I have time to just
That is
have
true.
quiet, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, no facts on that one. That is absolutely true. I do love the fact that when they go to bed, it's like the best time.
Yeah.
My wife and I just be in there, we don't even say nothing to each other. We just be like,
Just laying down.
just like,
And then you can't even enjoy it because you're like, oh God, I gotta go to sleep for
Right.
work. Like so you get like 5 minutes.
or
of
you be
peace.
like, it's
Mhm.
too quiet.
Then
Oh
Are
they-
they
yeah,
doing
not
something?
the too quiet.
The next thing you know, they waking up, asking for cinnamon toast crunch.
Yo, and then we gotta end. But
Yeah, we do.
just a side note from last week. This morning, my son woke me up and said, "Hey, Dad, I got a question." Now, mind you, it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I was just wondering if, do you think Canada could make a machine to stop snow? This is like the very first thing in the morning. Not even like good morning. Just like I'm still in the bed and he's standing next to the bed and he's like, and I'm like half asleep still. I'm like, yeah, what up, son? What you need? I'm gonna get up in a minute and cook y'all some breakfast. I'm still asleep, eyes closed. But hey, I was just wondering, does Canada you think that they could make a machine to stop snow? And I was like,
So were there follow-up questions like where this came from? Why does he want the snow to stop?
I was still asleep, and I didn't really. I was like, I don't know, man. Just go back in your room. I'll be out there in a minute. Cause I couldn't even process it. Like I had to wait till I drank my first cup of coffee, and then I was like, this little ninja just came in my room and asked me, could Canada make a machine to stop it from snowing?
Why Canada?
I need answers.
I don't know why. I don't know. We've been talking a lot about geography and stuff lately, just kind of going over stuff and talking about places that we've been or whatever. And so maybe that was just on his mind, because that was one of the things we was talking about last night before he went to bed. Like all different. We had an atlas. We was going through an atlas of all the cities that we went to, and Canada was up there. Even though we haven't been to Canada yet, but I'm like, dude, why are you thinking about that? Why was that the first thing you're gonna ask me?
I need answers. You need to figure this
I don't
out
know.
and let us know.
I mean, I could just ask him to come out here, but then we'd be on the show for another hour, because he's gonna give you an explanation that is like 10 hours long. Like he got it figured out in his mind why he want the snow to stop and why he wants Canada to do it and not the United States.
And if you don't have kids, what you need to know is they gonna ask questions about the most random stuff.
Yes.
And you not gonna know the answer to it.
No.
They're gonna be like, so if the sun is yellow and the sky is blue, why the grass be green sometimes? Like, man, I don't know. You want a snack?
But you know the thing is, they have technology that they could look the answers up to some of these questions, but they won't do it.
They finna do that.
But I've been making them do it. I'm like, before you come ask me a question, make sure you look it up first. Right? I'm raising responsible adults.
Well, in this responsibleness, are you teaching them how to ensure that
the source is proper?
Yes.
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Okay.
That's part of it. The part of it, you got to go through some of the bad sources first. You know, you got to learn those things too, because you got to see what it's not. You know, because the next thing I know, you're gonna be walking around talking about the Earth is flat, and then we're gonna have another fight.
Ooh, some people gonna get triggered with that.
I don't care.
The Earth is flat. Oh really? I want to watch you drive off the side of it.
So have you been on a ship and seen the horizon and just fell off? Like
that's because it's going around. It's flat.
Yeah. So we're not getting into that. But somebody did ask me, were we going to talk about conspiracy theories? It was my barber, actually. Shout out to AD. He was like, hey, man, y'all show is going to be funny, but y'all going to talk about conspiracies? I was like, you know what? We probably could talk about conspiracies and how they don't make no sense sometimes. So,
Chief Morris, that's for you, too, because you also asked about that.
Conspiracies and, yeah. So shout out to the people that have been giving us ideas, because I love it. Like, we're going to keep it coming. We need y'all to tune in.
Yep.
So
I'm not opposed to that, but definitely give us some ones that you want us to look into first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about flat earthers, possibly. I don't know. I ain't trying to get the flat earth community.
We're just going through space,
or
on a frisbee.
You know, do you think we actually went to the moon?
Yes.
But why all the pictures look the same, and why haven't we been back?
What you mean? Why all the pictures look the same?
See, these are the questions that people be saying.
Is that the next episode?
I don't know. We still got to get a series of pet peeves, because there's some more out there.
Yeah, there is more.
Y'all leave us some comments about what pet peeves y'all have. If y'all agree with ours, just stories or whatever. Shoot us a DM, whatever. Just hit us up. We're gonna start shouting out small businesses too.
Yeah.
And repping that. So let us know.
Without a doubt. So, thank y'all for tuning in.
Woo.
Hey, I got the button fixed, in case you remember from last week.
Yeah.
But thank y'all for tuning in. And once again, you know it don't make no sense.
Episode is
Over.
Later.